Today together, we will go to one of the most popular countries in the world which preserves memories from the most ancient times. A land that was the driving force of the great Roman Empire and the cradle of the Renaissance and the arts. If you have not yet visited Italy, be sure that after this video you will do everything possible to see this unique country. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. If we have to review briefly, Italian history is of fundamental importance for the development of culture and public life in the Mediterranean. Since prehistoric times, the Apennine Peninsula has been the arena of important human activities, and interesting archaeological sites are to be found in many areas of the country such as Latium, Tuscany and Umbria. So, rest assured that the history of Italy dates back much earlier than the establishment of the Roman Empire. With the formation of Rome, this territory became extremely important and was the heart of the empire. After the decline and destruction of the empire, Italy was divided into numerous small kingdoms and principalities. In the Renaissance, Italy again played the leading role, with science and art developing and enlightening both the Italian and European people. The official language of the country is Italian, but there are many local dialects in different regions. There are so many different dialects in the country that sometimes people from different areas find it difficult to understand. The language of the Italians is famous as the most romantic and melodious language. Today, Italy shares borders with Switzerland, France, Slovenia and Austria, and within the country itself there are two city-states, such as the Vatican and San Marino. As most of you probably know, Vatican City is a theocratic state that is home to about 825 inhabitants, and the head of state is the Pope. San Marino is a city-state, with the Republic's official founding date being September 3, 301. The state is considered the oldest still existing state and the oldest constitutional republic in the world. San Marino has an area of 61.2 square kilometers and a population of 33,600. If you have planned a tour of Italy, we highly recommend these small countries to see their interesting culture and beautiful appearance. Italy manages to launch its own products in the best way, with almost anything Italian quickly becoming a brand. For example, pizza and pasta, which are Italian national dishes, are some of the most consumed foods worldwide and are available all over the world. In 1986, when McDonald's opened its first restaurant in Italy, it caused discontent, and people started giving away free pasta because they thought that this way the big chain was trying to displace traditional Italian cuisine, which is a very important part of the culture. Italian fashion is among the most popular in the world, and brands such as Gucci, Prada, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Roberto Cavalli, Fendi, Moschino, and many others are the work of Italians. Cheese and wine are also very popular, with Italy being the world's largest wine producer. There are even wine tasting centers in the country, which are a real temptation for visiting tourists. Of course, let's not forget that Italy is home to major car brands such as Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Fiat and Lancia. The official religion in the country is Christianity. The country is a democratic republic established shortly after the Second World War in 1946. The currency of the country has been the euro since 2002, and before that the Italian lira was used. The territory of Italy extends over 301,230 square kilometers with a population of about 60 million people, of which 92% are Italians and the rest belong to other European nations, such as Albanians, Romanians, Ukrainians, and some immigrants from Africa. Tourism is an important part of Italy's gross national product, and more than 60% of the country's revenue comes from tourists. The country is attractive for all spheres of tourism, Whether you want to do gastronomic tourism or you want to visit historical places, be sure you are in the right place. The University of Bologna, which is the oldest in the world, the ancient city of Pompeii, the city with uniquely beautiful views Genoa, or the medieval city of Florence, are only a minimal part of the places that every tourist would like to visit. Of course, not to forget the Colosseum, the city of fashion Milan, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or the great city of Venice, which itself attracts several million tourists a year. In general, the whole country has great places that must be seen. It is no coincidence that Italy has over 50 sites under the protection of UNESCO. The northern part of the country is much more developed and rich than the southern part. In case of serious illnesses, search for better paying work and a higher standard of living. Italians from the southern parts often move to the north. According to many tourists, northern Italians are colder people than their southern compatriots. Northerners keep their distance and avoid invading each other's personal space, and they don't like theirs to be invaded, but Southerners are the exact opposite. They are quick to make friends, and even on your first acquaintance, they may invite you to dinner at their home. Family ties in this country are extremely strong, and family and home are sacred things to Italians. Young people who are around 25 to 26 years old and not yet married live with their parents in most cases. Italians have an interesting Sunday lunch tradition. Usually on Sunday, the younger members of the family visit their parents, where they have lunch together, and this is a very important part that strengthens the family bond. For those who have focused on developing a career in Italy, we will give some statistics on the salary in the country. Salaries vary between 28 and 35,000 euros per year, with low-skilled staff earning between 1,200 and 1,400 euros per month. If you find a low-skilled job, as a salesperson for example, your monthly income will not exceed 1,200 euros, bearing in mind that even in provincial settlements, the rent is around 800 to 1,000 euros, depending on the area of the apartment. However, if you have completed a good education, the state can be a real paradise for you. If you find a job as a sales manager, in the IT sector or as a business analyst for example, your salary will vary between 3,800 and 5,000 euros per month, which is more than satisfactory in the country, and you will be financially stable. In the southern parts, as we indicated a little while ago, the salary is several times lower and the chance of realization is minimal, as even the locals massively prefer the northern part of the country, as many areas in the southernmost part have remained uninhabited. The state even develops a campaign to enliven these regions by giving away houses for €1, as the only condition to live there permanently and to renovate your property. This was our first video about Italy, but we promise you there will be many more, as we can't fit everything about this wonderful country into one. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.